Let me tell you about something amazing that happened in our neighborhood last week. You know how they say what goes around comes around? Well, this story perfectly captures that spirit. It's rush hour on Main Street, cars zooming past, everyone in their typical hurry. Among the crowd, there's this elderly woman, probably in her late 70s, standing nervously at the crosswalk. She's clutching her medical files, clearly headed to the doctor's, but the traffic is relentless. That's when Mike, a young guy from the coffee shop down the street, notices her. Now, most people would just walk by. We're all guilty of that sometimes, right? But not Mike. Without hesitation, he walks up to her, introduces himself, and offers his help. Here's the beautiful part. He doesn't just help her cross the street. He learns she's worried about being late for her appointment, so he walks her all the way to the doctor's office, making sure she gets there safely. They chat along the way, and she tells him stories about the neighborhood from decades ago. What Mike didn't know was that this woman turned out to be Mrs. Thompson, a former school board member, and she was so touched by his kindness that she mentioned him to her daughter, who happens to run a local business. Long story short, Mike now has an amazing job opportunity he never expected, all because he took 5 minutes out of his day to help someone in need. But you know what's even better? Mike says he wasn't thinking about any return, often in ways you least expect. So next time you see someone who could use a helping hand, remember Mike's story. Sometimes, the smallest acts of kindness can create the biggest ripples in our lives. After all, doing good isn't just about the immediate action. It's about creating a chain reaction of positivity that makes our whole world a little bit better.